Well, it's Friday the 20th out here at the Beetle Barn. Got some blue patches. It's kind of chilly. Little rain overnight. Anyway, so we're back to our typical spring weather. Guess it's going to be summer next week. So anyway, I'm going to go back to this little bit of door business over here and see what we got going. Anyway, so yeah. Well, I'm going to start with this bit. And I actually have to make my round piece a bit of a curve right here, so I'm going to try and figure that out. I used the chisel method to I bent the straight part with the vise, just a little lip, and then I used the chisel to kind of round it around on the piece I'm working on, which is this guy here, and I've got it in the vise here, and then using a little chunk of that round tube that I used on the rack project. So we'll see if I can get some kind of little curve. If I can get that piece to kind of look right, then I'm back into good metal over here. And actually most of this whole bottom is nice, except where the holes are. There's little tiny pocks that came all the way through. The rest of it, most of it even has paint on it. So anyway, but I'm going to try to continue my patch all the way up, but I just want to get this curve bit started, and then I'll cut more as I see on my patch bits. So still shaping this piece here, but she's reasonably tight there, and I kind of got my little curve going on, and yeah, we'll have to see how she works out. But anyway, I got to get this area to lay down a bit more. I got this other curve area pretty close to laying down. I put a cut in it because I didn't need to bend all this. This is coming off, but I'll probably step it right there and go all the way back to the skin with the rest of this patch. I'm not exactly sure where yet, so I'm going to leave that chunk there until I'm done, but I think I don't need it. So but anyway, you can kind of, I think when I start tacking and pounding and dollying and stuff, I think my little curve here will be fine. This whole area all the way down to this line anyway is covered with a panel when it's all said and done, so you don't even see it. I basically just got to worry about the hump. So we'll see how it goes. Well, it's evening now and I'm done welding. You can see the patch. I got the little patch here, and then I have a big patch there, but there's no holes in it, and I got it all scuffed up and shiny there. HPR was saying I should put some short strand fiberglass on it before I do any Bondo work. I've got some fiberglass and I've got some cloth, so I think I'm going to cut the cloth up into little bits and call it short strand and mix it all up and see what I can do with it. At least keep the water out of there. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give that a try. I haven't done that before, but I'm going to give it a shot. White on white, but I got enough of this mat here that will cover pretty much all the surface area. So I'm going to cut it up into little bitty strings and mix it up with some fiberglass and see what happens. Well, I got a pretty good pile of fluff there. Cut it in like 1/8 inch strips and then turned it the other way and cut it again, and that's what I got. So I'm going to mix that with the resin. No hardener at this time, just get it good and mixed, and then I can dole out what I need as I go. Well, it's not real warm out, but it's starting to kick here around the corner on the bottom part here, and then on this other part, same deal. Anyway, I didn't quite have enough for to get around the side here, so I'll have to mix up another batch. I think what I'm going to do is let this guy kick and then probably come back to it tomorrow. The sun's getting ready to go down here and I'm getting really hungry, and yeah, so I think I'm going to just see how this turns out before I mix up some more and do it again. But anyway, I've got my stuff mixed up here. It's resin and glass, and I could put the lid on it. I have a whole mess of these old little plastic coffee containers. My dad liked the instant coffee, so he always brought me the empties. I got a bunch, so I can go ahead and store this mixture of glass and resin, and I kind of like the consistency. It works pretty well. Well, I'd spread the Duraglass here. Well, it's not Duraglass, but anyway, I spread my fiberglass short strand business in here and then down in here, and then in the welded spots that I filled up those holes. But anyway, now I've gone over it once really quick with the DA, and then I gave it this number pretty much to where I can get it. So I'm going to grab a block and some paper and hit it all, then scuff it up over here at this end again, and go for a little swipe here, and then down in where is it? Right in here I got a little bit to do. It's pretty decent other than that. Well, I think I finally figured out a use for this old TA radial here on this. Well, actually it's 3 Volkswagen rims stacked up, but anyway, I'm thinking it might work for this, so that's what I'm going to do with it. Anyway, I'm going to go back at this fiberglass business. I've got a coat of glass on all my welded areas and some sanding done, and it's time to start spreading some plastic filler, some Bondo, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Well, there we go. One coat, part of a coat. I actually put too much hardener in and thing kicked before I got her spread, but yeah, anyway, it's a start. So it's a lot flatter than it was, but it's still not flat. Well, it's Saturday evening now, and I don't know, it's like 8:30 or something. Anyway, I'm done. I got a couple coats of some Bondo on there, and let's see if we can. Anyway, I got a couple coats on there. What I've got, I got a tiny low here, tiny low there, tiny low here, and a little bit of a low in here, and then right in here also. It's not really low anymore now. It's basically scratches that I got to get rid of. Anyway, so I got to hit here, 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 here with a swipe. I may just go down this bottom edge here. There's a little bit right here as well. And then out on that end I've got 2 small places. It turned out pretty well, actually. This other end did. There was a dent right here that I got out as best I could, but I still have a little bit of a high right there, you can see. So it's still a little bit low here, but it's going to feather right into that area and be good. And way down at the bottom here where I welded, I got a tiny little warp I got to deal with. But other than that, it's pretty good. Last weekend I never put up another video. I don't know what kind of footage I have. Anyway, HPR had talked about putting fiberglass on these guys, and in fact I did on all my patches. I did not have short strand, so I kind of made my own. I don't know if we can see there. Like that, and it came out all right. I'm real happy with it, and it's got a coat of glass on it now. Like I said, I didn't have short strand, but I've got some footage of how I did my own. So anyway, fiberglass on all the places that were patched. So I'm going after that door skin now, and then get it straightened out, and then I'll just kind of feather these little bits out. Behind here is all covered by a door panel, so you know it's not seen anyway, but I'll smooth it out a little bit. and I'll finish those up and I'll call it a door. So anyway, coming along. So yeah, door patch progress again. Thanks for watching.